Hi everyone. So I'm going to show you our basic warm-up. All you're going to need is a really light band, okay? And another band, something that you're going to be using for our pull-aparts. So something that you can pull apart pretty easily. So we're going to get down into essentially our bridge position. Now in this position, what we're really trying to do is get our pelvis and our upper body aligned, right? So you can think that you have a belt buckle on this, you have a belt buckle right here. Be hands facing the ceiling. We're gonna think about giving ourselves a bit of a double chin. We're gonna take a big belly breath. And as I exhale, I'm gonna point that belt buckle up and I'm gonna try to push my low back onto the floor. So, you should feel your core and your glutes tighten as you do this. So let's do a set of 5. Okay, so pause it if you need, do your set of 5. After this, heels up, heels down, toes up. We're gonna do the same thing, press the low back on the ground, but this time we're gonna come up into a bridge. So, again, it's big inhale, exhale, tilting the pelvis, igniting the core, coming up. If you're starting to come up this high, you're no longer actually using your butt, you're using your back. So it should be a big inhale, exhale, get your low back on the ground, get your pelvis organized, and up into a bridge. Great. Next, we're gonna be doing hip band pulled parts, or hip band pulls as they call them. We're gonna take our small band right here. We're gonna put it right over the arch in our foot. Okay, we're gonna get into that same breathing pattern with our low back on the ground. We need to bring our knees up past 90 degrees, so we can't be out here. We need to be here. Big breath in, and push that leg out. In. Push that leg out. We want to make sure that that other leg is not moving. You're going to do 5 on this side and then 5 on that side. Again, we're making sure as we exhale, our low back is on the ground, bit of a double chin, pushing that leg out. You should feel it right in your hip flexors. So, right here. Okay, next, bird dog. We are doing the exact same thing we just did. So we no longer have the floor behind us, so we have to orient ourselves correctly. So we don't want to be out here, right? As if I had a dowel on your back, touching your head, your upper back, and your sacrum. This should be tightly organized. So as we reach out and reach back with each leg, we're not here, we're here, right? All right, so this exercise is just teaching us to keep that nice position with our pelvis and our core, okay? That time, extending arm and leg. You can think about doing 5 on each side, 8 on each side, whatever gives you a nice warm up. Okay, banded knee ins. We are going to take our band and we're going to place it right below our knees. Now we're going to be in a standing position. We're going to get into a nice athletic stance. So feet about shoulder width apart. My hips are slightly back, okay? I'm not bent over. I've got a slight knee bend right here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring one knee in, making sure that we're not rotating our foot or taking our foot off the floor. One knee in, back, back, back. You should be feeling it in that glute. If you're not, if you're feeling it anywhere else, think about sitting back lower or getting a stronger band. So 5 to 10 on one side, then the other side. 1, 2. After we finish this, we're now going to use that same knee position. So as we go into our toe touch to squat, take our hands, we're going to bend over, toe touch. We then pull on our toes, have our knees come down into a squat, knees outside of elbows, push our elbows into our knees back into our elbows, reach one hand up, the other hand up, and stand up. Again, pull ourselves down, knees inside of elbows, knees outside of elbows. Push our knees into our elbows, elbows into our knees. One hand up, the other hand up. You should be feeling it here. You should be feeling it here. Good. Nice warm up. Finally, our pull aparts. We're going to get that band we had right here. Wrap 1, wrap 2, so that you have some tension here. You don't want it to be nice and flimsy. You want it to be nice and tight, okay? We're going to be thinking about stopping ourselves from shrugging. Shoulders nice and down, pull it apart. Nice and down, pull it apart. Nice and down, pull it apart. You can even think of getting everything locked out. So lock your knees out, squeeze your butt, get that pelvis oriented. As you exhale, nice and tight, nice and tight. What we want to make sure, you can look at yourself in the mirror, is as you're doing this, you're not extending. So what does that mean? We need to get our butt going a little bit. The way you can do that is have your feet together. Think about screwing your feet into the ground or pressing your legs together. That's going to get you nice and tight. So again, it's either pulling them apart or squeezing your legs tight, get your glutes tight and pull it apart. Make sure that you're not extending as you're doing that. And that's basically our warm-up.